Hi everyone, my question is for Nagi. I wanted to talk about the visual color palette of the film because the work with Danny Sanchez Lopez is fantastic. It's such a unique and vibrant looking frames. I've not seen anything like it. I mean, Danny's done some work with Detective Byomkesh Bakshi, but this is fantastic work. The frames were outstanding. What was your brief to Danny? Like, what is the visual kind of brief to him to bring the frame to life?
Because you said color palette, I think we had we had a discussion. I wanted a very specific kind of color palette for this film, a look. But I think until we got down to the nitty-gritties of it, I didn't really understand what it took. And then we had countless discussions and
fights
discussions about why we can't use certain colors till a certain point of the film. There was a point the most elegant way we decided it was we put crayons
on the floor and
on the thing.
working around it.
And then we're like, okay, these crayons only for this part of the film, these crayons for this. So that's how technical we were.
That's been a learning for us also from Danny. That's something that he was very particular about, and initially we didn't understand at all. Coming from certain cinema, we always thought, let it be colorful. Why should we stick to, a particular palette? But then when it translated on screen, it just felt fantastic. Now, from further on, whatever films that we're going to do, probably we'll follow that. Yeah. Yeah.
Finally. స్వప్నక్క అసలు మీరు ఏ మ్యాజిక్ చేసిర్రు సినిమాకి మనం ఇంకోసేపు తెలుగులో మాట్లాడుకుందాం నాగయ్యనా నేను నీకోసం వచ్చిన సారీ కీర్తి నాగయ్యనా ఐ లవ్ యూ ఐ వాంట్ హగ్ యూ ఫస్ట్ ఒక హగ్ ఇచ్చుకుందాం మనం చాలా రోజులు అవుతుంది
Yeah, sure, yeah. Give me a hug.
వాట్ మ్యాజిక్ యూ డిడ్ మ్యాన్
Thanks. One more hug.
స్వప్నక్క లవ్ యూ సో మచ్ అండ్ నాగయ్యన్న అసలు మీరు ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ అనుకున్నారు కదా లైక్ ఐ హావ్ సీన్ యువర్ ఎవడే అక్కడి నుంచి ఈయన షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్స్ ఇస్తాడా లేకపోతే పెద్ద సినిమాలకి ఇట్లా ఇస్తాడా ఫ్యూచర్లో అనుకునే బట్
In English so everybody can understand. లేకపోతే it's fine.
లేదన్నా ఐ వాంట్ రైజ్ దిస్ ఇన్ తెలుగు లేకపోతే మన ఎమోషన్ అక్కడ ఆగిపోతుంది సో ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ బ్రేక్ దాట్ అండ్ యా నథింగ్ బట్ మహానటి ఇస్ మహానటి బట్ ఐ లవ్ యూ సో మచ్
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ria. My question is for Keerthy Suresh.
Hi, Ria.
I really liked you in the movie, and may I know which part of the movie made you feel the happiest?
The portions that I shot with my dad, that's where I think I had the great times with him, and that was the best part in the movie for me, for shooting, yeah.
Hello, I'm from Kerala. First of all, I'm so proud that you guys choose 2 stars from Kerala, the Dulquer Salman and the Keerthy Suresh. So my first question is, why did you pick Dulquer Salman? And the second question for Keerthy Suresh, whom do you pick, Mohanlal or Mammootty? Yeah. Thank you.
Keerthy first.
No, Nagi first.
For Dulquer, for me, I thought the movie works only if Gemini Ganeshan works, so that was a very crucial casting. And they were literally, and he had to be a charmer. Savitri Garu had to fall in love with Gemini Ganeshan. There was, and all of us, because it's such a tough character, if Savitri Garu, you don't believe that she falls into love with Gemini Ganeshan, the audience won't believe it, and the whole cinema falls apart. So, and it was literally, it came down to only Dulquer.
And he is so charming that you almost forgive him when he, when you ask him why, and he just gives such a charming answer.
Right.
Like, okay, I'll buy that. Okay, the lady here, the young girl here. You have a lot of young fans as well.
This is for Keerthy Suresh.
Hi.
My name is Smriti,
Hi, Smriti.
and my question is, what was the hardest part to film in the movie?
No, I have a follow-on statement for that. I'm a dad. I'll tell you why she's asking that.
The hard part was towards the end, where she starts drinking, she starts getting into depression, and shooting those portions were not easy, and also doing the personal side of hers, so, that was not easy as well.
Hi. Thank you so much for really an epic biopic. We actually watched together and we were actually listening. Oh, sorry. People were actually whistling when the Maya Bazaar scene, and that, yeah, as you guys said, it would happen for a star, bigger stars. And my friend's daughter, who is 1.5 years, she actually dances for Moga Manasulu's song. She loves that song. She always dances for it. Anyway, my question is to actually Keerthy first. So what changed before and after as a girl for you? Like not as an actor, but as a girl, what changed before and after?
I think my life changed after the movie. This was a whole, I don't know, a chapter added to my life. And everywhere I go, whatever I see, it's all more colorful, and I just can't explain in words. Everything just changed. This was something, a blessing. I think I should just thank Savitri Garu for this.
Did you learn something out of her life? Do you have anything?
A lot of things. Like I said earlier about how generous she is. That's something that I would love to take forward, and even a lot of other things, the way she works. She's a very positive person, and she spreads a lot of positivity and a lot of things to learn from her. So I've read the book, and I think she is an icon, a role model and whatnot.
Yeah. And one quick question to Nagi and Nagashwin, sorry. I've been watching all the interviews, so I sort of stuck to that name.
Yeah, it's okay.
Who would it be if Keerthy did not exist? I know it's a hard question, but I want to look.
If she didn't exist at all.
If she's not there, who would you?
No, actually, there was a point we had this exercise where Swapnaka would send collages of different actors on WhatsApp groups to families, friends, to a point where they were like, when are you guys going to decide? And Keerthy wasn't there for the most part. She was almost never there in any of those collages. And it was just like I was just saying, something very instinctive that we followed up with Keerthy, and then she said no. So for a couple of weeks, we were like, okay, what are we going to do? And there was a point where I realized that, if I can't get the right cast, as much as I write, as much as I direct, I can't make this film. So I probably wouldn't have made the film. So.
Can I ask you something? Do you now think of it? Do you now have these nightmares that, what if I had actually, what if they had said okay and gone with someone else? Do you think about that?
I think while I was, after the movie, when I was seeing the posters, I just couldn't even think of somebody in that place. I was feeling jealous already, even thinking of somebody in that place. I would have regretted it very badly, I think. Yeah.
We have time for maybe 2 more questions.
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay, the gentleman here.
Oh, sweet. Hey guys, welcome to Australia. My question's for Nag. Now that you've had success with this film, is there any other big stars that you want to work with, and any other foreigners that you'd like?
Foreigners, for me, I'm really lazy actually. So it took me a while after I finished my first film to find an idea that I wanted to write, and then I worked for Mahanati. And so after this, for me, it's really idea driven. Of course, I'd love to work with people all over the globe, in India also, because at the end of the day, as a director, I want the most number of people to see my film. But it's completely driven by the idea that I dedicate the next few years of my life to.
Okay, and the lady there is going to be the last question.
Hi, this is a question for Keerthy. I've been a big fan of yours since your dialogue in Nenu Sailaja. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I just wanted to ask, in that movie, how hard did you find it to keep that serious face and not kind of break into a laugh?
Throughout the movie, you mean, right? Yeah, so that was very challenging because that's not me actually, So you have to be, I was like very, not a very outspoken person in that. So it was a tough task, but the director guided me all through the movie, so yeah.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you for an incredible film. Really, such a wonderful film. And I know that the other champion of the film is Meetu, really, who really badgered y'all. We really wanted y'all here. We wanted to share this with y'all. Thank you so much.
Such a pleasure.
Extraordinary
Thank you so
film.
much.
And I think
Thank
we'll be
you so
talking about
much.
it again at the end of the year during awards time. I'm guessing there'll be a lot of conversation around the film again. Many, many congratulations.
Thank you, Rajeev.
Wonderful film.
Rajeev, I want to
Thank you so
conclude this
much.
saying that this is, this has been very exciting for us to sit with you and
Thank
do
you.
this because, you play a vital role in, bringing Southern cinema to global. And I think you should do that more often.
Thank
and,
you.
We're very glad to be here. Thank
Thank
you.
you so
and
much.
Meetu, thank you so much for
Thank you
making
so
this
much.
possible.